Okay.
Hold on. Put that over there.
Hold on.
Put that over
Hold
there.
on.
So the bugs don't get me. Did you see my Instagram story with the bug was in my head?
What?
Oh my God, so crazy.
They said that's good luck.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I like to lost it up in here.
Oh Lord.
I kept hearing some buzzing, and I'm trying to figure out where is this buzzing coming from. And then something whispered in my thoughts and said, whatever it is either in your clothes or in your hair. So I did this dance that if it was caught on video, y'all would still be laughing. I jumped up and down and jumped up and down and jumped up and down and shook my head like I was singing a song. I whipped my hair back and forth. Listen, and by the time I finished getting naked and taking my hair apart, it was a bee this big in my hair.
Wow.
I made so much commotion, I set off my alarms inside the house and outside the house.
What? Are you serious?
Stop. So serious. That thing was humongous. Like, why are you in my head? What do you want with me? It was not good at all. Anywho, I digress. Oh my God, no calling me. So, why last night when I was looking over the stuff I was prepared to do today, I started thinking about Marcus, and I said, this might be too much. Might be too much for Marcus today. So, I decided to just do.
Don't start no mess, Miss Rose. Don't start no mess today. I had my camera off. I got a little busy. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Let me jump in. Don't start no mess today. All right, I'm back quiet.
So I'm not gonna start no major mess today.
Oh Lord.
But I am gonna start some mess today.
Hold on.
So,
I'll mute you again.
Oh shoot.
Go ahead.
Hold on. There we go.
Right.
So I'm not gonna start any major mess today, but I am gonna start some mess today, if that makes sense. And what I was thinking, I'm always talking about, how do we stay healthier? How do we stay healthy? And one of the things that, kept, coming up is I watch all your pages, right? I see y'all pages. I see y'all pages. I see what y'all post. And I started to feel like, remember when we were in the cabin and we were talking about food choices?
Yes, ma'am.
And it upset me so because people was eating so bad.
Oh my God.
And y'all made me cry, right? Because y'all was eating so bad. And so I was going to really talk about eating to beat disease.
Join the meeting.
Eating, to stop killing yourself with your fork.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just going to do that as a public service announcement. And what I'm going to say is, I see your page. I see what you're posting. And it's not good. It's not good. All these steak dinners and lamb chops and hunks of cake and ice cream and all this kind of stuff. And, in moderation, none of those things are terrible for you. But I just want you to be mindful of the choices that you are making, because there's so much acidic food that you're eating. And the list was so long. I said, if I read this list, Marcus is going to just jump off the bridge. So I'm not even going to read the list. I'm just going to say, let's try to practice more mindful eating. Focus on more whole food, plant-based options. I read an article and it talked about flexitarianism. And I've been calling myself a flexitarian for years. And that just means that doesn't mean you have to be vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian. You just have to eat cleaner, pick better options, try new things. When I say pick better options, that means instead of having soda or a sugar-laden juice, try some herbal tea that you make cold. Like right now you can make any kind of herbal tea, peach tea, hibiscus tea, all those teas, taste so good. So make your tea, maybe in the morning and put it in the refrigerator and have it cold throughout the day. Drink more water, try some alkaline water. Trade some of these chips and things with more whole food, plant-based things, because I'm telling you, this bad food and buildup of bad food affects your entire well-being, and nobody don't got time for that at all. Why I'm looking across the thing and I see one of those bees that sat in my head the other day. You better stay over there, because I'm prepared today. I got my fly spray out here. I will spray you in the outside. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh my God.
I will spray you in the outside, and I mean it. So that's my public service announcement, to please be mindful of the things that you're eating. And some of you have such a what I want to say, influence on other people. So be mindful of that when you posting your bad food, because other people will be, oh, that looks good. Let me get some of that too. And you diabetics and people with high blood pressure and other autoimmune and all these other things, this is the time to eat right, to exercise, to take care of your body. I know a lot of you are doing these get your sexy back and walk in and all of that. And you doing all this, hold on, okay, you're doing all this walking and doing all this exercise stuff, but the food has got to match. The food has got to match in order for you to get the results. And I don't want to hear no more stories about people having heart attacks or strokes or coming up with some new disease, because the way this food system is set up, that's can potentially be you. And I don't want to have those conversations with nobody, because those are not good conversations. Once your body is sick, it is so hard to bring it back to good health. And that's when it costs you. They say either you pay in the beginning or you pay later. So you can pay for higher quality food now and take the time out to prepare higher quality food, or you can wait till you get sick and pay for higher quality supplements and modalities and all these other things that cost so much money. For instance, when Vaughn got sick, one of the therapies that we chose was high dose vitamin C therapy. He needed to have 3 treatments a week. One treatment was $291, and then they added $60 for glutathione, which is a natural occurring hormone that is builds your immune system. So over $300 3 times a week. That's $1,000 a week just for that part. And so then you add the 75 pounds of fruits and vegetables that we juiced every week. Every bit of it was organic. And then you add the 35 herbs he had to take. Now, mind you, we did these therapies for 9 months straight. So you count out 4 weeks times 9 months, times $1,000. Not to mention the 2 weeks we spent in Hawaii for another 18,000 out there, and then all of the stuff. But at the end of the day, all the money we spent, he ended up being cured and doesn't have cancer to this day. But if you can't do it, if you can't do that kind of money, and it was by the grace of God, and I'm a good fundraiser. That's what I know, and I'm a good rallier of people. But if you don't got somebody like me on your team, somebody who is willing to give up their life for you, to take care of you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 9 months, if you don't got that, I just want you to eat right now. So eat right now, get the good now. So that's not your story. Because I said to Vaughn the other day, I said, lightning will never strike twice. Even in the case of my mother, we couldn't. She didn't want the therapy. She went traditionally, and all of that. And sometimes that works for people. It just didn't work for my mother. And so when you're thinking about how traumatic terminal illness is and what it can do to you and your family, I want you to think about that when you're eating that ice cream. I want you to think about that when you're eating that hunk of cake. I want you to think about that when you're eating that hunk of pie. Like, who do you have that will stop their life for you? And so if you eat right now, that will never be your story. So that is my 20 minutes of public service announcement without reading off a list of foods that y'all can't have. Okay, Marcus, so I'm not going to read off the list of the foods that you can't have or the foods that are acidic. So, yeah, I'm just not going to go there today. Instead, we're going to talk about something so much fun. We're going to talk about the benefits of laughter and how some of y'all is so caught up. Non-dairy ice cream. Non-dairy ice cream is not dairy, but the problem with some of it is that it has a bunch of other chemicals in it. But it's something that I have on occasion. I don't eat it every day or any of that. It is something that I have in moderation. So I co-sign. Okay, yeah, no soy, yeah, oat milk, yeah, that's good, that sounds good. Without me seeing the ingredients on the back, I would co-sign non-dairy ice cream. So yeah, some of you, I remember telling you about my Uncle Alan. My Uncle Alan was married to my aunt, who was my aunt is still living, so she is, the happiest, most jovial woman that you ever want to meet, right? But my Uncle Alan was mean and angry, and I ever, ever, for nothing, never. He was just a mean, crotchety old man from the time that I met him when I was very young, probably preteen, when my aunt married him, all the way till the day he died. Just mean, not happy. And I remember he always had this mean face disposition. I think when he died, even in the funeral, his face was still screw face. And he was just he was a cough all the time. He had heart problems. He had all this stuff, and he just was unhappy. And so there's some benefits to being happy, and it's a way to kind of hack the brain chemicals that really boost your happiness by laughing. And laughter is so is so good for you, and it feels good to do it. I know sometimes I'm looking at stuff and I just laugh out loud. And you ever notice when somebody is laughing, they look way more attractive? It's like instead of this, when you laughing, smiling, you look more attractive. It leads to stronger friendships, and it is considered a natural medicine. If you remember in The Secret, right? The lady that had the breast cancer, she said, all we did was removed all the stress out of my life, and we watched funny movies every day. Remember she said that? They just laughed. And next thing you know, between laughter and drinking tea and taking some herbal supplements, she ain't had cancer no more. So laughter can bring about such physical and good mental health all at the same time. And so when you think about, so why do we laugh? And what does it mean to laugh biologically to your body? So there is some science around laughter. So I'm not just making this all up. It's some science behind it. And so the science, really digs into your sense of humor and how having a sense of humor will help you to live longer. Longer. You want to live longer? Laugh a little. Laugh a little. And laughter is described as showing emotion such as joy and smiling and happiness with either a light little chuckle or an explosive vocal sound of and do you notice that when you do laugh, laughter is contagious? You ever hear that little baby that laughs in the doll baby and then is laughing and then you start laughing, or you come up to somebody else that's laughing and you don't know why they laughing, but all of a sudden you laughing too and you don't even know what's funny? Because laughter is contagious. And most experts consider it to be um, a contagious emotion because it spreads from person to person. And so in terms of what takes place in our bodies when we laugh. A lot of it is still not known, but according to Psychology Today, laughter is one of the distinguishing features of human beings, a little known mechanism that allows us to spread endorphins in our body. And so when people tend to laugh, it's usually a couple of scenarios, right? To either communicate to others what we think is funny, due to embarrassment or some kind of social discomfort, or to facilitate bonding and understanding across groups of people. And the question is, hey, is laughing a sign of happiness? Laughing tends to occur really among people who are already happy, and it can make you feel happier too when you laugh, right? And so in humans and in primates, laughing releases these endorphins and feel good chemicals that help strengthen social bonds. It will reduce pain, increase motivation, all of which contribute to overall mental and emotional well being. Laughing even burns calories.
I ain't know that.
Although not as much as moderate exercise, but it absolutely burns calories. I was cracked up when I found that out. So, ooh, let me laugh a little harder, see how many more calories I can burn. And so when you laugh, you naturally buffer yourself against some of the damaging effects of stress. So since laughing puts the brakes on all your defensive responses like fight or flight responses, laughter also draws other people close to you, right? Since the happier you appear, the more those around you will feel happy too. And isn't that true? Isn't that true? I remember all of us being in the dining room on the cruise ship, and I promise you that every single table was laughing. Every single. Okay, that's great. Fresh Flicks, just DM me and I'll do it for you. Listen, it's amazing. It was so much laughing going on. That room was not quiet because it was laughter at every table. And so laughter has been shown to really contribute to dozens of health benefits. Laughing will absolutely help you to live longer. In one study they did in 2016, they found that people with a strong sense of humor had a longer life expectancy than those who didn't laugh, often due to reduced risk, often reduced risk of heart disease and infections just from laughing. Y'all better laugh a little bit more. Laughing is associated with improving your mood, reducing anxiety symptoms, anger, resentment, depression, and sadness. Laughter boosts your immune system by decreasing circulating stress hormones and increasing immune cells and infection fighting antibodies. Y'all better laugh. Y'all better laugh. Let me laugh right now. Let me laugh a little bit more. So, laughter also relaxes your muscles, it relieves tension, it increases the blood flow and circulation, and can help to protect against heart disease. Oh, shoot, laugh louder. Right? Laugh hard, y'all. It improves your mental and physical resilience. Some even compare it to exercising in regard. how about laughter even decreases pain? It boosts social bonds between friends and attraction between men and women. In fact, women are sometimes called greater laughter appreciators because they tend to laugh over 120% more on average than men. We know y'all funny, that's why we laugh. Laughter also helps you to forgive sooner, gives you a new perspective when dealing with challenges, improves alertness, productivity, and memory, including in the workplace. Laughter also gives you generally more positive, optimistic outlook, which will bring you new and challenging situations just by being ready to laugh. So the question then becomes, how can I bring more laughter into my life? Well, this PhD doctor over at the University of Maryland said laughter isn't really about humor, but it's tied to communication and relationships. And so his research showed that people actually laugh more in conversation through interactions rather than watching or reading something funny while alone. And I know that's true because I was around when um, Lynn and Kemp is in the house together, and they just be them two, and they just be talking, and whatever they talking about, they could just bust out laughing about something. So is it true when you with people you laugh more?
It is, but at the end of the day, that's because I done practiced this so goddamn good. But I'm out there. Oh, you got jokes today? Well, hey, that's
I
what
got
do.
jokes every day. I got jokes every day. Some studies have even shown that we're about 30 times more likely to laugh at something when we're with other people.
Absolutely.
Cause it's true.
Okay.
We're gonna
I think
find
it's like
something.
you said.
We're gonna find something to laugh about. You remember when I was sitting in the office with you and I had a hot flash and my glasses fogged up? That was funny as I don't know what. I don't even know how long we laughed. I think we might have laughed for like 15 minutes about that. You was like, Glenn, come look, Glenn, look at Glenn. What's going on? So helpgod.org says sharing humor is half the fun. In fact, most laughter doesn't come from hearing jokes, but rather simply from spending time with friends and family. And it's a social aspect that plays such an important role in the health benefits of laughter. So if you imagine you go to the hospital to see somebody, or you go to somebody who is sick and you just get them to laugh, just get them to laugh, and the laughter helps them. And so, drawing upon what we know about how laughing usually occurs and how it benefits us, here's some ways to bring more laughter into your everyday life. One, pay attention to what other people in your social circle think is funny. Laughing together is a great way to build stronger relationships, which is powerful and reducing loneliness related to stress. Somebody on my Instagram said they wake up pop locking. Okay. Got it. Right. Hey. Yeah, wake up pop locking. That'll be funny. Especially if you're a certain age and if you pop the wrong way, something might get stuck. The next thing, while you are socializing with other people, put your phone away and try to avoid distractions. The more present you are with other people, the more you'll relish in other people's jokes and their sense of humor. When you hear laughter, seek out the source and feel free to ask, well, what y'all laughing about? What was funny? Cause I'm telling you, you could walk and somebody could be, you ever see somebody they trying to tell you a joke, right? And they laughing before they even get the joke out. And then you start laughing and you ain't even heard the joke yet because they laughing so hard. It's like, wait, what? What you trying to tell me? So what I was saying, and you just started laughing, and then before you know it, before you can get the words out, the person is laughing too. Spend more time with funny, playful people. Yes, the joke be dry, right? So spend more time with playful, happy people. Some simple ways to increase opportunities for laughing with others include hosting game nights. Game nights are always fun. Going to comedy shows together, sharing jokes and stories, making time for fun activities like playing board games and non-competitive sports. Because sometimes competitive sports, people get mad. So we don't. we want to keep it fun. Seek out funny shows, books, podcasts. Purposefully make an effort to bring more humorous content into your life. It's a great way to really lift your mood. Like sometimes I will go in Netflix and find like I pull up stand up comedians and I'll pull up them and kind of watch them throughout the day or let it play while I'm working. And right now, because of COVID, it's a lot of comedy shows that you can watch right online. Try using humor to manage conflict in a respectful way, of course. Sometimes, I watch Tony Robbins, and he's talking to people that are suicidal and all this kind of stuff, and he'll make a joke, and the person is like all serious, and it's like, well, why you want to kill yourself? And he said to the guy, he said, "Is it the red shoes?" He was like, "What? Like, what my shoes got to do?" It totally threw him off. Absolutely. Like, why? Yeah, why you got the red shoes? Because they're really effing red. Like the dude was like.
And then when he tried to laugh, he said, you ain't supposed to be laughing.
Yeah, don't
right
laugh.
now.
You wanna kill yourself, remember? And so you absolutely can bring comedy into a lot of things. And I learned that by watching that a long time ago. And when my kids call me all upset or somebody else call me, I bring humor into it every single time and make them laugh. And I remember my daughter was calling me crying. I said, "Ooh, girl, that your ugly cry is terrible." She was like, "Mom, that's not funny." I was like, "Oh, yes, it is. If you could see your face, honey, you would be cracking up." And so you just kind of like throw little things in there, to kind of, lighten it up a little bit. And when you do that, it'll reduce some of the tension. It decreases the defensiveness and the anger, and kind of puts things in better, perspective. And so you want to do that, and make an effort to really, smile more often. Smiling really is the beginning of the laughter, and is usually as contagious as laughter is. And so you're more likely to smile often if you pay attention to people while face-to-face situations. So try making better eye contact, avoid looking away and other distractions. Look at somebody and just, cheese. Show them pearly whites. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Practice, gratitude too. That helps to boost your mood. The more grateful you are, um, that you feel, the higher chances of you being happy and in a good mood enough to laugh often. And you can boost your gratitude by, keeping a journal. We know that writing things down that you're grateful for in the morning before you start your day. What are three things that you're grateful for? You woke up this morning. Keep that list. Writing other people letters of appreciation is always good. And if you're religious, you may be wondering, what does the Bible say about laughter? Well, laughter has been said to be a gift of God and a great way to cope with sadness. Plus, it can help you to count your blessings by shining the light on the joys in life. And so try simulated laughter. Do you know they have laugh yoga and laugh therapy class? Now, if you need to go to laugh therapy class, I don't even know. That sounds like something I want to teach. Sound like I want to learn how to be a laugh therapist and teach people how to laugh. Cause some people just be so just sad. So part of what you got to do, if you don't have it already, is to develop a good sense of humor. Maybe you believe that you're not naturally a humorous person. So if you want to work on bringing more laughter in your life, here's some tips from comedians and researchers who study laughter on boosting your sense of humor.
Wow.
They said, be more silly and spontaneous. You will find more opportunities to laugh when you take yourself less seriously. You know, we say it's not that deep. I don't even know why people tripping. It's not that deep. Build your self-esteem and let go of judgment. If you tend to be more insecure and defensive and critical of others and yourself, it'll be hard to laugh at different situations, including at yourself. So the more you approach your life with a non-judgmental, self-assured attitude, the more humor you will be able to find. I find things to laugh at all day long. Listen, I laughed about that bug. I'm still laughing about it. That's why I posted it. Because after the aftermath and I turned off all of the alarms and put my robe on, I surveyed the situation and I just bust out laughing because my dress was over on that side of the room with my big flower sitting right on top.
Are you serious?
Listen, my glasses was over there on the other side of the room by themselves. My shoes looked like I jumped out of them in running motion. So one shoe was right here and one shoe was right here. And the bug was right next to the shoe. Because I had, what do they call it? Glass break sensors in my house. And so when I hit the bug with the shoe, blah, that's what set off everything.
Yes.
Because it sounded like something broke. So that's what sent the alarms going off. And my bedroom is in the basement in the lower level. So I didn't think that I didn't think about my phone because I could have turned the alarms off from my phone, but that wasn't in my head. I was like, oh my God, you better wait for the police come. You better hurry up. And I'm telling you, I could see this in my mind, running around my house butt naked, trying to get to the thing to turn off the alarm so the cops don't come because you ain't got no clothes on and you got clothes slung all around the house. So I put the robe on and then I took pictures of and I posted on my social media. Plus oh my God,
You got the bill. Did you kill it?
Yeah, I killed it.
Yeah,
I have come to the conclusion if you come inside my house and you a bug, you're not leaving out of here alive. Zamira used to want to catch everything and take it outside. They shouldn't have came in here. They shouldn't have came in here. I got fly spray, fly swatters, all kind. Listen, it's over for you.
Oh, God.
It's like, don't kill the spiders. The spiders is good. Well, the ones that's outside, they good. But the ones that's inside, they in trouble.
They good for your house.
Not. They be trying to take up room and board up in here. In 1 week, I killed a spider in the tub, a spider in the laundry room, and a spider in my catch room. Nope, they can't live here. Mess around, have babies, and have spiders like people have roaches. I ain't got time. Gotta go. They had too many babies at one time. So yeah, see, look, laugh. That thing was so hilarious. Oh my goodness. I had anybody, and it was like 11. By the time I realized that this thing had been in my head for however long I was outside and in the house, it was like 11:30 at night now. So that thing been in my head for a while because I kept hearing buzzing, but I couldn't see. What is that? What's that buzzing noise? Something buzzing. And so because I had my hair tied up, it must have crawled in my head and got under a braid or something, and it was gone. I'm like, oh my God, that was so trifling. But guess what? We still laughing about it because that didn't make no sense. That's something that only could happen in Georgia. That wouldn't have happened in Philly.
So you was outside.
I came outside, sat on the deck.
You took the bug in there.
I
in
took
the house.
Yes.
Wow. Oh God! Then you killed the bug. You took the bug in there.
Listen, I know he was in my head. He was in my head. I had Vanyel gave me this marshmallow smelling like oil, and so I had it on my hand and I rubbed it in my hair. So I think whatever that good smell was, that's what made him get in my hair. But he won't be getting in nobody else's hair. Sorry, Buggy. So no. So that's the part. So you have to laugh at yourself. I laughed at myself. I'm still laughing at myself. when people was looking at the pictures, they were like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And then when they saw the picture of the bug, they was just like, "Oh my God, I'd have died." I said, "I did die. What are you talking about? I came back to life, but I did die. What do you mean? I was just, I was fit to be tied." That thing was huge, 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 huge. So the more you can approach, life with non-judgmental, self-assured attitude, the more humor you will be able to find. And so becoming emotionally intelligent too and self-aware, people who are really in tune with their feelings, you can manage your stress. If you're empathetic to others' feelings, and you're better able to connect and laugh together. Because we can laugh about a lot of stuff, you know. Look for the humor in different situations, even those that seem, bleak or frustrating. We can always find the silver lining or something to laugh about. They talk about risk of laughter. Is there such a thing as risk of laughter? Can too much laughing kill you? Nah. Overall, laughter is completely natural and healthy. It poses very minimal risk and benefits to your well-being in numerous ways, such as improving blood vessel function, reducing stiffness of the arteries. If you laugh hysterically for a long time, though, you might potentially get winded. Some people may tear up or pee a little bit when they laugh very hard. But for most people, adding more laughter to their days is a very wise thing to do. Laughter is capable of supporting both physical and emotional health, also enhancing these relationships. Some of y'all is with people in your house that you really do love. And sometimes they might get on your nerves a little bit, but maybe you need to find something to laugh together about. Maybe you should suggest, "Hey, why don't you come watch a funny movie with me? We're not doing nothing. Walking around, you upstairs, he downstairs, or vice versa, and nobody talking to nobody, and like, didn't we pick each other? We picked each other, right? Well, since I picked you, let's go watch some Kevin Hart. Let's go watch some Medea or something funny." It's so much funny stuff, that you can find between YouTube and Netflix and Hulu and Roku and Fire Stick and all kinds of stuff. There's so many options for us to be able to do that. And studies have found that people who laugh often benefit from stronger immune systems, more social support. It boosts their happiness and mood, diminishes pain, protection against many diseases that are tied to stress, and even a longer life expectancy. I need to live a long, long time. I got a lot of work to do, and ain't nobody got time for dying. So I laugh every day already. I laugh so much at myself. It only because I'm here by myself. So I laugh all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to hang up some curtains, almost fell off the chair. Like, and ain't nobody in here for me but to laugh at me. So I spend a lot of time laughing at myself. I'm like, oh my God, was that the smartest way to do that? I don't think that was the smartest way to do that. You in here getting jacked up, and maybe you should just wait till you get some help. And so also people who incorporate humor and play into their daily activities tend to be more attractive to others, have higher self-esteem, and have better coping skills when faced with challenges. As I was unpacking, right, I found my jacks, like my ball and jacks, because I taught my granddaughters how to play. So I was in here and I started playing jacks by myself. And guess what? I still got it.
You still got it?
I still got it. Listen, my mom and dad, when they used to all get together, my mom and my mom, my aunts and my uncles all used to play jacks. They used to play it competitively up to 100. Had to get to 100 games, right? My mom and them, they could flip them jacks and don't drop none. Or if they do drop, they only dropping one. And next thing you know, they on 50 games, 60,
Wow.
7. Like, and it took me a long time to be good enough for them to let me play. Like, I'm ready to play. I can play. And they're like, you drop them jacks, we kicking you out.
Wow.
That and my double dutch. My mom and dad used to, my mom and my aunt, she used to jump double dutch. And then my dad would jump in and my uncles would jump in. But they used to let us be I used to say, the doll baby. And they was like, no, you're not the doll baby, you're the rag doll. Until you learn how to get good, you the rag doll. You stand on the side and whenever the rope is just going, you could jump in and get a jump. Man, I could jump me some double dutch, play me some jacks. But all these things are things that you can incorporate and bring some fun and some laughter back to your life. Listen, I bought a brand new bicycle. I'm about to go ride a bike. That's gonna be funny.
You did not do that.
Yes, I did. It's gonna be.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh God.
I'm gonna be out here.
Everybody laugh now.
Listen, laugh now, cause it's gonna be.
Oh my God.
I went skating last week.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I was like, don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. So and it was just fun and laughter. And, you know, even if you fall a little bit, a little scraped up, just get on back up and do that whole thing again. And so just bring more laughter to your life by seeking out funny people, consuming like humorous content, socializing more in groups, becoming more self-assured and less judgmental, and practicing more gratitude. Listen, every time we come on LCA, man, listen, let Kemp start talking, and it's funny. Listen, sometimes I think sometimes he just let it all hang out. He let it all go. You don't know what he finna say, but when he say it, I'm like, did anybody else hear that?
Oh my God.
And I just bust out laughing. So laughter is just so good, and we just need to keep on doing it. And just keep on doing it and find ways. Listen, if you don't got nothing to laugh at, call me. I tell you, I give you something to laugh. Every day it's a laugh up in here. And so I'm in here laughing by myself at myself. So let's practice. A little chuckle. Now a belly roll. Don't that make you laugh? And I ain't even laughing at nothing. It make you laugh because I'm laughing, right? So that proves scientifically that laughter is contagious. So we got a couple minutes, so keep laughing. You know, don't get so serious about life, because you know one of the things that we learn is that no matter how tough life is, there's always something to smile about, to laugh about, to be grateful about. And you know, you just find it. You just find that thing. And when you do, absolutely laugh about it, and call somebody and share the laughter with them so they can laugh with you. You don't have to laugh by yourself, laugh together. So that, you know, it is something that really bring some sunlight and highlight to your day. People already know when they with me, it ain't gonna be no sadness, ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be a good time. And that's what you want people to know about you. Don't be the one that I don't like her energy. She's always unhappy or just negative and sad, and I really don't want to be around negative, unhappy, sad people. So if that's you, you better straighten up and fly right. And laugh, and laugh a little. Laugh a little.
Laugh a little. I'm gonna give him something real quick. How about that? Well, Dad, nobody in my house is in the wheelchair. Call me over the holidays. Hey, I miss you. I miss you. I miss the babies. I want to come see y'all. I said, Dad, all you got to do is tell me when I'll put you on the plane. He said, well, I want to bring Connie with me. Dad, you want to bring Connie? You can bring Connie. Well, before I bring her, I need to know if your house is wheelchair accessible. Well, Dad, nobody in my house is in a wheelchair, so I never felt the need to wheelchair accessorize my home. Well, you need to get it right. Connie's in a wheelchair now. What the fuck happened to Connie? Why is Connie in a wheelchair? It's a long story. She got hit by a car. Ooh. Okay, first of all, you just told the story. It wasn't that long at all. Second of all, how'd she get hit by a car? What happened? Look, boy, I got time to talk to you about that. I was driving, she was in the street, it was raining. Legally, I can't talk about it because the case is still open. The case? You got a case? Look, boy, just get some wheelchair shit for the house. Fine. Oh, God. I don't know what wheelchair shit is, people. I have no idea what wheelchair shit is. True story. I went out, I bought a handicap sign, I put it in the driveway. True story, swear to God. That way, when they pull up, I look like I support. Like, hey, like, look who's welcome here. Like, hey. They get there. My dad takes the wheelchair out of the car, puts Connie in the wheelchair. He rolls Connie in the house. Connie gets in the house, she goes off. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I want to see the whole house. She said, Spoon, push me all over so I can see everything. Oh my God. My dad snapped. No. Sick of this. Pushing shit. That's what he said. I've been pushing your ass all over the place all goddamn day. Wherever I sit you is where you gonna have to stay until I feel like moving you again. I said, what? Why can't she just roll around the house by herself? He said, because when I sit her down, I'm gonna lock the back brake so she can't move. Oh my God. For what? Because I love her and I don't want her rolling out my life. That's why. Okay, all right, stop. Everybody stop. Stop. Laughter. Laughter. 42 seconds, God. Oh my God, laughter. See how easy that was? Laughter will save your life. Laughter will have so many help do more of it. And especially when stuff is not going well, find a reason to laugh. You know, I think about, my parents all the time. And my mother wasn't a big jokester, but my father was. And he would say something. My mother would give him the side eye, like, Martin, you better go over there and sit down. I'm like, Martin, you better go over there and sit down, because she about to bust you up. Listen, my dad was a whole jokester. Oh my goodness. And so you just got to find yourself around people that like to laugh, that like to have good fun. And this laughter will... They're gone, bugs. They trying to get me, man. These bugs so we got these things called wood bees, and they like this big. And they keep on crashing. See, there go another one right there. I'm about to... They laughing. Your hair. They laughing at me. They like, oh, there she go. There she go. That's the one from yesterday. That's she got them, y'all. Think they don't laugh? They laughing. They laughing. The bugs is laughing at me. All of them ready to crash dive into my head. But I ain't put that stuff in my head today. But yeah, laughter is definitely the key to healthier living, healthier lives. Just laugh a little, laugh hard, laugh out loud. Laugh hard, like literally laugh out loud. You wanted to say something? I know you had your hand up earlier. Let's hear it. Anybody got something to say? Y'all better give her some nines and eights today. She answered it. Oh, she answered it? Okay, good. So y'all better give her some eights and some love today. Please, if you can, why don't you just cash app her and let her know how much her show was to you on today? Because guess what? At the end of the day, I ain't got no money to be sending to her, right? 10, 10, 10. Thank you, Hanson. Oh, I love it. Thank you, y'all. That's so great. I'm so grateful for that. Sometimes
when I'm getting this information together, I absolutely get it together thinking about each of you, all of you. The ones I know and the ones I don't know. I just always want to bring value. I want you to be able to take this information and be able to use it practically in your life. And so I think Sharon Carter said every time she goes shopping, she hear my voice in her head.
Be at the restaurant. Wish you had.
Listen.
Y'all don't even think about it. That's
okay. I remember you had a whole bunch of people came down and y'all all went to the steak place, and Sharon was like, "Ooh, what would Darlaina say?" And then I walked in. Walked right in, and Sharon looked at me like she seen a ghost. Like, y'all know y'all gotta eat right.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Yes.
Guys, and we can say take control over your laugh. Because if you don't, the person that is, they're going to make you frown. So you might as well go ahead and just develop a laugh. I'm going in. Even during the conversation or talking or speaking, have something to laugh about.
Yep, right. I'm going in the house.
Right. See, y'all, let's see. Everybody think I don't be saying the wrong words. I just be doing it for you to
laugh.
Yes. Have a good day, guys. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, Instagram, thank you for watching. I hope you're laughing because laughter is the key to good health, good humor, good relationships. Keep laughing because I sure am. Bye for now. See you next time. All righty. Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this conversation about laughter. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.